Orji, as of today that they are passing Bug, they are not mentioning him. I triple dare their life. They can't mention those VIPs.
All right.
Orji, there's another angle to it.
Which one?
Check the video very well of that aircraft. The door was open at some point. Which people came down?
This is the question. The passengers
Which people came down? Which people came down? Where are the VIPs?
Okay. Right, okay.
The VIPs that came out of that plane. This country is a joke.
Can we have a timeline for
Fela said it. We have unknown police. All of this Dunamis, it's a smoke screen.
All right.
The real VIPs that came down from that plane.
Okay.
In fact, make I no talk further. Okay. I will tell you off camera.
Tebusheka, this story about a private aircraft landing on a concrete road still under construction in Asaba Delta State is getting more dramatic by the hour. On Wednesday, The Cable published an exclusive report claiming that the NCAA established the aircraft was registered in the United States in the name of Dunamis International Gospel Center in Abuja, a mega church led by senior pastor Paul Eneche, and that the plane was operated under a non-commercial permit that may have been violated through an operatorship switch. However, Dunamis Church has swiftly and categorically denied ownership, issuing a statement declaring that Dunamis Church has no private jet or aircraft, and pointing to a recent public message from Pastor Eneche about being stranded in London on an Air France flight as evidence. What is confirmed, though, is that the pilot, Chris Baka, a Pakistani national, has been arrested and is alleged to be 70 years old, that is 5 years above Nigeria's maximum pilot age limit. Ayo, criminal prosecution is now expected. You did see these conflicting reports yesterday circulating all over social media, two contradictory positions. The Cable citing NCAA sources linking the aircraft to Dunamis, and the church flatly denying it. The truth will emerge, though, through the investigation. But what is not in dispute is this. A 70-year-old pilot was flying in Nigerian airspace. An aircraft landed on a public road and took off without clearance. Whoever owns this aircraft, Nigeria's aviation oversight has serious questions to answer. Your thoughts?
Yeah, so I've sat here and praised the efforts of the aviation ministry recently. Minister of Aviation giving him his flowers on how he has been able to, there's been a general overhaul on our airports and safety has improved under his watch. And so it's quite disappointing to talk about this morning what is clearly an oversight breach. There are a lot of more questions to be answered, and I'm happy that they've said that immediately they've launched an investigation into how this could have happened. You know, usually when you see an incident like this happen, it means that perhaps others have gone under the radar without anyone finding out. So one of the things we'll ask is, how did the 70-year-old foreigner fly in Nigerian airspace over the legal age limit? There's no way that he had no interactions with the control tower. Who was responsible for this? You cannot fly an aircraft without establishing any kind of conversation or communication with the control tower, because that is literally heading for disaster. That's number one. Number two is that he put the lives of others at risk.
Yes.
Significant risk. We have talked about how, thankfully, we've not recorded any aircraft casualties in recent times. In this June 3rd, some years back, I think it was 1996 or so, we had one of the most disastrous air crashes in Nigeria. This is another June. We don't want to be having reports around that. And so there are serious breaches that ought to be investigated. Did money exchange hands? Was it the failure of a particular official that has resulted into this? And then the owners of the aircraft. Yes, Dunamis Church has come out to debunk any ties or association with the aircraft, but it's quite curious that they were mentioned in that document. And so what I'd like to see is that why was Dunamis Church mentioned in the documents where they have no affiliations or whatever or hold with it? That's quite curious. And I think in the interest of fairness, there should be no sacred cows. Anyone who's been found to be foul of the law ought to be brought to book. Let this investigation not be swept under the carpet, because this is the symptom of a lot of challenges across many institutions and agencies in Nigeria. Lawlessness.
Because we have limited time. Both of you want to speak, Dr. Bati.
Dr. Bati. Okay, no, just to talk about, because we're dealing here with an asset. the investigators are saying it's registered in the name of Dunamis in the United States. Dunamis is saying we don't have such an asset. So this is an asset that nobody is claiming. And it's flying all over the place.
What
Nigeria does not have an unexplained wealth act,
This is the truth.
which they have in other countries. So this major asset that has now been seized, if nobody is going to come and claim it, we can start with EFCC. Section 7 of the EFCC Establishment Act empowers EFCC to investigate any asset that is just flying around. Then there's also the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act. Is this aircraft that nobody is claiming the product of money laundering? And if nobody shows up, we have forfeiture laws.
All right.
The government of Nigeria can seize that aircraft and sell it off, since nobody is claiming it.
Good advice.
The aircraft have gone to UFO.
Yeah, the Nigerian government can seize
owns
it
this
and
aircraft?
sell it.
Wait.
What about the passengers that were inside?
I said something.
We asked about the passengers
You know I said something
yes. Quickly.
There are some VIPs
Yes.
involved. Oji, as of today that they are passing Bob, they are not mentioning him. I triple dare their life. They can't mention those VIPs.
All right.
Oji, there's another angle to it.
Which one?
Check the video very well of that aircraft. The door was open at some point. Which people came down?
This is the question. The passengers
Which people came
disembarked.
down?
They
Which
disembarked.
people
Where are
came
they?
down? Where
All
are
right.
the VIPs?
Okay.
If to reveal them.
As at day two, investigation has not revealed them.
Because
As at the authorities are saying they don't know the VIP, Dr. Abati.
Let them see.
Why are you
Isn't
acting
there
like
flight manifest?
why are you acting like you don't know?
Isn't
You're not in
there
Nigeria.
flight manifest?
No, let us.
I mean, what is
They will never reveal.
To be concluded.
They will
Right,
never.
okay, wait.
Ayo. They will never reveal them.
All right, okay,
The
okay.
VIPs that came out of that plane. This country is a joke.
Can we have a timeline for
Fela
this?
said it.
You
we
want
have
to give them
unknown
timeline?
police.
Let them give
How
us
many
a
days? Oh,
timeline.
okay.
After day two,
No.
all of these Dunamis, is a smoke screen.
All right.
The real VIPs that came down from that plane.
Okay.
In fact, make I no talk further.
Okay.
I will tell you off camera.
Table shaker. Why not? All right.
When
Thank you all for your
nobody claims the
submission.
asset,
Yes.
the government can seize it.
When they seize it, where would they